Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now,
there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, it is time. It is time. Chelsea versus PSG. This is a big game. Big game. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Some big players need to be there today. I'm telling you, big players need to turn up today. But hope you are all well. Hope you're all well. Obviously, game starts at 8 o'clock tonight. Currently at the moment, it is Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0, Bayer Leverkusen 0. But seems to be a bit of like a leak in team news. I don't know if that's true or not. Is that Garnacho's brother playing at it again? But we will see. But Rogue, I hope you're well. CFC 2015, I hope you're well. Toby, hope you're well as well, my friend. And Ender Warrior, I hope you are well. And all 14 of you who are here so far. Obviously, we're only 5 minutes in, but hopefully more of you can join. But I am very excited for tonight. I'm nervous, but excited. This is what we wait for. These are the moments, these big Champions League nights, knockout stages, first leg against PSG. What are we hoping for? Well, look, I don't believe that both defenses are very good at the moment. I expect goals. I expect, hopefully, a Chelsea win. But the best thing we cannot do, the worst thing I should say, is we cannot lose tonight. We have to get a draw minimum tonight, in my opinion, because I do not like how we are playing at Stamford Bridge at the moment. I am not sure at all. But yeah, we're going to see about this lineup because I heard that there was a bit of news today, a potential leak coming out from who's the French journalist who came out with that, potentially saying about, was it Fabrice? Who was it who came out with it? Fabrice Hawkins today, saying potentially about is it a leak unless it's been removed now? Has it maybe been removed? Maybe it has. I'm not sure. But yes, anyways, so who do we think is going to go in goal? That's the main thing for me. It's going to be huge, a massive statement. Because if it was me, I mean, who maybe Jorgensen plays. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Who do you think is going to start in goal? Because I think that's a huge... I think the rest of the team picks itself, to be fair, at the moment. But, you know, obviously, Jem's going to be here in 15 minutes. He's just running behind, but he will be here shortly. But let's see. I mean, Tottenham yesterday, my word. I don't know if anyone else is enjoying this, but except me, but wow. What a capitulation. And I actually felt sorry for that keeper in the end. But Igor Tudor is just all over the place. He is all over the place. But look, we have to focus on us. This is the business end of the Champions League. And let's be honest, it's going to be tough. It will be tough tonight, but I think it's going to be tough from an attacking standpoint. Their defense isn't as good as what it used to be at the moment. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But has there been any kind of news today coming out at all about Chelsea? Obviously, I know, like I said, that from L'Equipe that they came out potentially with something on the team news. I don't know whether that is actually true or not, but I mean, if it is, I think there's obviously a potential leak within Chelsea, and I can only say that's one person. That's going to be Garnacho's brother. But we will see. We will see. But who do you guys think is going to start in goal tonight? Cal, who do you think? Sanchez has been bad recently, but we still need his cross-claim for this game. Well, this is the thing, right? I think a lot will be said tonight who will start for the rest of the season. Because if Jorgensen starts, this is huge for him. It is massive for him, in fact, if he does start tonight, because that, to me, as I think it would suggest to everyone else, he will be our starting goalkeeper for the rest of the season, because that is a massive statement for me. I don't know whether there's any coincidence that I don't know what's happened to Ben Roberts, but I know there's someone else who's taken over for the end of the season from him. Is that due to sick leave? I don't know. But the fact that Ben Roberts is no longer there and all of a sudden these decisions are going in place, is that saying something as well? We just don't know. But we'll wait, obviously, for Jem to come in to do like the team predictions. What time is the team news? Is it going to be 6:30, something like that? Is that right? 6:30. So if that's the case, we got 10 minutes. I know Jem obviously yesterday did a Champions League news, but how do we all feel as well about getting Port Vale? It's perfect. It's the best option for us. So yes, it's the best option for us. Sorry, for the FA Cup. That's great. But obviously we'll talk about that hopefully a little bit more when we get more to that FA Cup draw. But what we got here, so Chelsea have won their last 6 matches against French opposition. Well, look, that's always good, isn't it? PSG have won their last 2 to 3 leg ties of English clubs all last season, Champions League, eliminating Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Arsenal. But I will say about that Villa game, they were very lucky to go through against them because Villa played very well. But Jem, how are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, not bad, guys. How we all doing? I've got my Chelsea gold. Chelsea
training kit, sick. I have that myself.
I mean, this is what we're doing today. Up the fucking Chelsea, as always. Big up everyone in the chat. Chris chats. Good to see you finally home, and I hope finally home tight in the FA Cup. Yes, first one actually. The mention. Sorry, I just nearly choked on air. I don't know how you do that.
Oh, it's horrible when it happens.
I don't know what happened there. I couldn't breathe for a second. Toby, how are you? Good to see you. Everyone that's in the building right now, make sure you're hitting the like buttons. Over 30 people. I know Arsenal are playing currently as well. I've got that up in the background as well, so I can hear what's going on. Chris says Chelsea's performed better away from home. We are allergic to at the bridge. So this is why tonight's game could be even more important.
I was saying more. It's important tonight that we get that result.
Exactly. Getting the result.
Rubbish.
Yeah, because ultimately, we're going to concede. We could all sit here tonight and agree that we are probably going to concede a goal, right? I'll be shocked if they do not score with the likes of Doué, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. I'm expecting it. But I do also think, and I see a lot of this again today, where people are just writing us off again. Not good enough. It's going to be different to the Club World Cup. Jamie Carragher with his comments. This pundit with these comments. So I like all that. That's cool because, again, ultimately, over 2 legs, it's down to us now to show that it wasn't a fluke, So they can't defend. We've got to go out today and really hit it on them, press well, put the tempo on them, win your individual battles, and I guarantee you the chances will be glooming for us in this game. If we do what we need to do. I do worry about the defence. I do think we will concede, like we're going to concede, don't get me wrong. But if everything else in the top part works well, should be a good game, Matt,
Yeah, well, look, we thrive the best being underdogs, especially in this competition as well. So I love to prove people wrong, especially that rat Jamie Carragher. So I don't know what he said about Chelsea, but I'm sure it's the same as it always is. It's negative. And look, I know that I saw a segment where I think it was like Steven Gerrard, Danny McCoy, Joe Cole, all that. They were saying who's going to win. And they all went for PSG except Joe Cole, obviously. And I think you're right. This is, I think, a lot more even than I think a lot of people are saying. It's just like my worry is like you, it's our defense. And I just believe, like you said, it would be a miracle if we keep a clean sheet tonight against that attack and against our defense. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if we're going off the bat immediately before even the team lineups come out, I'm saying it'll be a high scoring draw. I just can't see us winning this game. If it is anything, it's a high scoring draw, like a 2-2, something like that.
I want to have a laugh quickly because, it's always good to have a laugh when you're in football. Ultimately, I want to start with the talks around Enzo Fernandez and Ella Quip saying that apparently he's looking to leave Chelsea in the summer to go to PSG. So that's very interesting on the night that we play PSG. All of a sudden, Enzo Fernandez wants to leave and go PSG. Yeah, cool story, bro. That's all I've got to say about that one. You're going to see why tonight. And do you know what? I watched the Barcelona-Newcastle game yesterday, yeah, and I thought Pedri was awful. Yeah, I know it's hard over there at Newcastle, whatever, and I'm not saying he's a bad player, but ultimately when people were comparing Pedri and Enzo and saying there's a massive golfing difference, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I'm not going to lie. But I stick by that when I say it. But, you know, but Newcastle are lucky because they were so much better than Barcelona. Barcelona offered nothing. Yamal had an absolute stinker. They were shit. Do you know what I mean? They were so bad. Who will kiss the badge and scream Vamos. I hope tonight, honestly, I'm praying to the Lord, Matt, that we get one of them Chelsea, you know, games where we're just like bossing it and like just playing so well and everything's going so good and we're scoring like 2-3 goals and it's all like, you know, on our side. You know what I mean? But Fabrice Hawkins did bring out a tweet earlier on today and it was very unusual. I don't know if this was a tactic of some kind, but
that's what I tried to find earlier. I couldn't see it for some reason.
He come out saying that Jorgensen, Gusto, Chalobah, Fofana, Cucurella, James Caicedo, Palmer, Enzo, Neto, Pedro. Me and Matt have still got to do our predicted lineup, which we'll be doing very shortly. But I'll be honest with you, Matt, I don't think it's going to be too far from what he's put there anyway.
This is what I said to the guys earlier. I couldn't get the tweet up, but it's pretty bang on, to be fair. I don't think there's any qualms for any changes there, to be fair. Obviously, the major one, which we're all talking about at the moment, is Jorgensen over Sanchez. I think that'll be a massive statement if that does happen today. And I think that really will kind of put a stamp on who's going to be that starting goalkeeper for us. But I mean, I know we'll go through our predictions, but it pretty much, that's bang on for me, really. So obviously got Gusto, what it looks like to me. What's that? So you got James and Caicedo in midfield, maybe Fernandez in the 10, Palmer right, Neto left.
Yeah, I don't see a world where Palmer don't play on the right today. I think where we saw a lot of good football, and not say bad, but like, you know, a lot of joy against these guys was, you know, really exposing their fullbacks. And I think we've got to do the same again. Keep Mendes and Hakimi going the other way. Yeah, we'll do our lineups in a second and we'll talk about it a bit more. Obviously, I think Benji's going to join us as well, which is quite interesting today. So he'll jump in very shortly. I know the numbers are still a little bit, everyone's obviously in between games and on their way back from work, but please make sure you're smashing the like buttons, guys. I have to keep saying it because it's very important to us that you run up these likes and share it out. Palmer better from the right is what Rotan. I'll go with 3-1. I hope so. I really hope so. That'll be a very good result for us. Well, I see a lot of people panicking about Jorgensen, and listen, for him to be rested in the Wrexham game and then be available from potentially tonight wouldn't shock me. So we'll see what we're seeing is going to do in about half hour's time. We should have the team news, man. So
yeah, I mean, it would make sense that Gusto starts on the right because him and Palmer last game we played against PSG completely tore him a new one on that side. So would it surprise me that maybe, you know, Gusto is going a lot further forward? But again, obviously, I know that PSG might be setting up completely different this time. Have they learnt their lessons? We'll see. Hopefully not. And I'm hoping for a massive game from Palmer tonight. This is where Palmer comes alive, is in these big games. And I expect tonight that we are going to see a performance from him. He seems to thrive in these sort of situations. So
we're on the edge of Palmer being like back to his best, right? Like, and I feel like it's got to be coming at some point soon. And what a game would it be for him to turn up, absolutely cook them, like he did in the Club World Cup, and like really lead the attack. Him and João Pedro would be amazing. It's going to be interesting to see how PSG set up midfield because they've got no David Luiz. I know João Neves and Vitinho play, so they've got 2 of the 3. But you know, it looks like Emery might play in there potentially. I don't know. It's going to be a interesting lineup to compare, you know, which is what we're looking forward to as well. Benji,
what's going on, man? What's going on?
How are you?
I'm happy as a motherfucker. I'm ready for this shit.
Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah, we cooking tonight, Benji? Yeah,
definitely. We're cooking.
Arsenal just got away with one there badly. Gabriel, he's absolutely studded the side of that player's foot. What has he done there? The ref's not even blown it. Yeah, that game's really end to end at the moment. I just keep tuning in and out of it, and it's like they're going forward, then Arsenal are going forward, then they're going forward. So
could you imagine if Arsenal get knocked out? It'd be fantastic.
It's still nil-nil, right?
Still 0-0, yeah. And
Very good.
to see you as always. Thank you for joining. We appreciate everyone that's here right now. Hello, nearly over 30 people here. Obviously, we're starting to build up to the countdown now. Boys, we're here. Let's go, Dreamer. How are you? Benji, you've joined us at a good time because we're asked you quickly before we do the team lineups as well. Like from a tactical standpoint, where do you see Chelsea hurting PSG, and do you worry about us like ultimately conceding a goal tonight as well?
It's you see, this is the only game in the Champions League where I can the 50 game.
Did you go?
What's happened? Oh, he's there.
Oh no,
He's
no.
I can hear him.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. This is the only game in the Champions League where I can say it's a very much of a 50-50 game. PSG can win it. Chelsea can win it. Like it's just up for grabs, to be honest. Like I don't really see a.
Apparently not to the pundits. This is going to be a walk in the park again.
No, well, listen. One thing that I always respect about the pundits is they hate us, and they make sure everybody knows. Everybody knows they hate us, which I really don't mind because I don't want to be liked. Since when was Chelsea liked?
No, we're
hated.
We're better when we're hated anyway.
Yeah, I really want to be hated. I love when people hate Enzo Fernandez, just not in this fan base. But I just love when the outside people just hate Enzo Fernandez. I love when they hate on Caicedo, trying to say Basmati rice is better. And yeah, listen, man, this game is up for grabs. We can hurt them in the midfield, in attack. We have one of the best, if not the best striker in the world at the moment, in terms of form. And just scoring, then of course you can definitely say, the opponents, you ain't really gone against, the top teams. Okay, sure. For me, scoring is at least scoring. As long as you score, for me, I couldn't give a fuck who you score against, as long as you score goals. Now, my only worry with PSG would not really be the midfield. It would just be out wide. That's my only worry, because if you have Doué with Gusto, that one could be very, very sticky. And Jem, I told you yesterday that for me, we win this game on one person. If Gusto have one brilliance of a game, if it starts, I think we win the game. Why? It's because I really do see Palmer playing on that right wing. He needs support. He needs an overlapping fullback. I think Reece James is going to play in midfield. He may even be on the bench and be a super sub. I'd rather have Andrew on the bench and be a super sub, to be honest. So yeah, that's it. I don't really see PSG as a major threat. Who's the striker? Dembele? This midget black guy? What the fuck can he do? Please, bring him on. Bring him. I want all the smoke, and I couldn't give two fucks if we lose today or if we draw today, because you know what? We have one game at the Bridge. And we all know when it comes to Champions League nights, playing at the Bridge, that's not an easy place to play against. Especially Champions League, the crowd get up for it. It's just the Premier League, the crowd is shit. But
I worry about the Bridge, Benji, to be honest. I'm more up for
I don't.
today than the Bridge.
Nah, I don't worry about the Bridge at all. I think if we draw, I think we're going to draw today, to be honest. But if we draw today, I think the Bridge is going to be one hell of a movie. It's going to be entertainment. Entertainment.
Well, dude, let me ask you this. Do you think we need to be winning it? Do we need to be winning away to actually get it done at home? Because our actual, if you look at the stats on our performances against away versus home, our home form's been pretty bad compared to our away form. So do you think we need to have a better result tonight if we're going to do anything?
One thing tells me that if we win today, Rosinha may go defensive at home, which I really don't want to see. I need us to go for both games. I need us. It's PSG. It's for fuck's sake, it's PSG. We beat this motherfuckers in the summer. It's not a special super team like, the Barca, the Barca or the Galacticos from back in the days. This is not a special team. This is a young. They won the Champions League, fair, I'll give it to them, but we beat them in the fucking Club World Cup. They couldn't beat us. They couldn't. So why the fuck should I be scared if I beat them once?
Yeah.
I'm like I may be arrogant, but I couldn't give a two fucks if I'm being arrogant, to be honest.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I'll be honest here.
I'm,
For me and how I quickly feel on it, I'll say I actually think that I'm more worried about us than I am about them, and I'm talking about us in terms of like self bozo inflict moment.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
so if I didn't have to worry about that, I'd be more confident. I'd be like even 100% confident that we can go. But because I don't know what sort of Chelsea we're going to get from each game, like I don't know what to expect. Because I know on the day we could beat anyone in the world. It's not even a joke. Like we can compete with anyone. When we can play to that level, the Barcelona game, the Liverpool game, these type of games, we can play to that level. But we also have the level of we're just going to be dickheads today. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's be serious. We do, don't we? That's what we are. It's either one or the other, isn't it? Let's just be a prick, or let's actually look like the greatest team ever created. Based on the way that we're playing and dominating. And fuck me, Chelsea absolutely smashed them at the end of it. Or fuck me, Chelsea played well, but guess what? They conceded 2 goals because Fofana decided to slip, or Jorgensen forgot to kick the ball and it went in the goal.
Yeah,
that's the problem, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Watch us.
This is why I need Chelsea to not play football today. I need us to play the Mourinho. I need us. I need us to be. Oh wow, that's actually crazy. That's a good one. That's actually a good one.
We are. I'm going to start. We are Bipolar FC.
That's a good one. Who was that? Chris. Yeah, big up to Chris.
Oh, man. Big up Chris.
I just want to say quickly about the Bozo. I get you. To be honest, I do get you. I'm not really gonna disagree with not having Bozo. The thing I'm only scared about when it comes to the Bozo is just when you have Badiashile and Tosin at the back, which that's not gonna happen. You have a Fofana that's fit and ready to go. You have a Trev on his day that's a decent defender. He can get up for it. I don't want to be worried. Why the fuck should I be worried? It's the Champions League. If this was the league, yes, yes, I'd be worried. But it's not the league. It's not. It's the Champions League. Every single game in the Champions League, we 9 out of 10 got up for it. It was only the Munich game that I can say, you know what, we were absolutely shit. The Atalanta game, you can definitely say, it was the coaching. I don't really look at the place. It was mainly the coaching. The rest of the games, very comfortable. Quack bag, maybe, 50-50. But apart from that, I really don't. I'm not gonna say I'm scared because I'm not.
I'm not scared. I don't think anybody's scared. Is anyone actually scared of PSG? I don't think so. I think it's just more being scared of us. We're scared of ourselves. We look in the mirror and go, oh.
Like, I worry a little bit about Liam though and how he's going to set up, because in terms of how he approaches big games, it's the only thing I'm a little bit like he kind of whimpers a bit like we did against Arsenal. Like the tactic kind of worked. Yes, I understand. Look then what happened to Newcastle in that cup game. The next game when they fully went for it, they got blasted out the water. But I just hope we don't. I just hope today that we don't pay too much respect and then we're just penned in and then PSG got the ball the whole time, because that's what they want. That we kind of go for it a little bit on that counter-attack and be very attacking and aggressive on that counter-attack and not just try and have every man behind the ball, because I think that's only going to last for a certain amount of time. Because, yes, I know it worked kind of against Arsenal, but, I mean, Benji might be right. Maybe in that home game at Stamford Bridge in Champions League, it might work better for us, but I just hope today that we just stay in the game. That's all I ask for, is just stay in the game.
What you're saying, Matt, is that we don't capitulate, all right? Because we've got a habit of capitulating in ourselves, and that's what I think a lot of us probably feel, is that it's not can we perform against PSG, are we scared of them? No, I don't think we are. I think we can actually play them off the park, to be quite honest, if we're good enough to in the game. But we also do have the tendency where 8 players might be doing their bit, but the two in your team have decided they're just going to go in destruction mode and do everything wrong, get red card. Or do you know what I mean? The discipline thing. Like, we better not get a red card tonight. I promise you now. If we get a fucking another red card after the amount of red cards we've had, honestly, it'd be. I wouldn't even know what to say anymore. I see Rafinha's run against PSG here as well. So he lost 4-2, then 1-2-1, and then drawn. So he's got one of each so far against them, and there's always lots of goals, as you can see here with Strasbourg. There seems to be quite a fair share of goals. So Brees says Enzo GA tonight. Book it. I hope so, bro. I'm more scared of the Ultras, is what Chris says, than it is with the PSG. That's another thing.
Man, fuck them Ultras. They can't do shit. Man, fuck them. Listen, fuck them French people, Parisian or whatever you call them, even though I speak French. Man, fuck all of them. We're London. We're West London. We're rich. We're so much better than them. Man, fuck all of them. And now when I say this, I hope we win so I can get clipped on Twitter, by me saying this. Fuck all of you Paris. I can't say that word. Fuck all of you Paris people. We're better than you. That's my final take.
What time is the lineup out? 6:45 in about 15 minutes time, which gives us the perfect time to guess what we think the lineup be. Now, Fabrice Hawkins brought it out earlier, supposed lineup, which is weird because Fabrice Hawkins never does that. So for him to commit to that lineup was quite interesting. However, I don't think we're going to be too far from it. In all fairness, I mean, let's ask the first question: Sanchez or Jorgensen?
Sanchez.
It's so tough, but I personally think Sanchez. I just believe that in big. I know against Arsenal he fumbled, but cross-claiming and shot stopping is I think what we need him for. I don't know what PSG are like in corners. I think it's suicidal if you put Jorgensen in such a large game tonight. Personally,
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Jorgensen. I don't know why, but we'll go with Sanchez because you guys have done that. So 2-on-1 on that one, but I've just got a feeling it's going to be Jorgensen, and I think it's going to be ultimately because of one real big thing. I think he's going to want a goalkeeper to play as high as possible, and that sounds crazy. And you see him talk about it with Penders, but ultimately, I think he feels like his system has more control when he plays the actual goalkeeper further forward to link the play and actually be comfortable. And when you look at Sanchez and Jorgensen, I would say that Jorgensen's probably better on the ball still than Sanchez.
Yeah.
Especially part now.
100%.
So probably a good reason why it could happen. You know?
I think I agree with that actually, but I think my worry with Sanchez is one thing that he doesn't do that Jorgensen is very good at, and we've seen this now a couple of games, is Jorgensen plays that pass to the midfield so they can just turn and just, continue to either drive with it or just, continue, one pass, one touch football. Sanchez usually, takes too long on the ball and stuff like that. I don't really think Rafinha likes his goalkeeper to take too long on the ball. I think he wants the midfielders to just, take care of the build-up. So in that sense, I really do agree with James. But hopefully we just go with safety. That's my only issue. Just go with safety, cross-claiming, counter-attacks, and, just shot stopping. That's where we win the game.
Yeah. Sure, Saka just slipped on the ball. That was so funny, man. He was 1-on-1 and he just fell over. Right, Cucurella, yeah? We're going to say Cucurella?
I'm going to say Hato.
Why? Why would you say Hato?
I'm going to say Hato.
Why?
I don't really think Cucurella is fully fit. I actually believe it's going to be Hato.
I don't mind it because Hato's quick, right? I think he can deal with
well. I think it's going to be Cucurella though today.
I think
yeah.
Then you guys win.
I'm going to go with Cucurella on that one. Now, centre backs. What are we doing here? Are we just saying Chalobah and Fofana?
Yeah, I would say so.
Is there a case it could be Sarr and Fofana?
I don't think he drops Chalobah. He's got this thing about Chalobah. Like, he likes Chalobah. Which is, if you've noticed, he plays a lot of football, Chalobah.
True.
I'm going with Chalobah and Fofana. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't shock me if it was Chalobah and Sarr. That could happen as well.
And I wouldn't mind that because I'm not a huge fan of Fofana at all.
Yeah, Fofana worries me. I'm not going to lie. Is Reece James in the midfield today?
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird, right? You got Lavia back now. You got Santos who's fit, but you're still playing Reece James in the midfield. Ultimately, personally, I would like to see him on the right, and then have like a fit Lavia in there playing with Caicedo. That's what I would want to see. But
it would be unbelievable. I mean, I'd love that, but I just don't trust Lavia's legs at all.
Exactly.
It'd be incredible. I would love it. I think Caicedo and Lavia together in that midfield would be amazing, and then having Reece on the right-hand side.
I think the midfield says itself then, right? There's nothing else to say. It's the most obvious thing with us, isn't it? Enzo, Caicedo, and someone else along with them. Palmer on the right, because he's got to pay. Who's on the left?
Garnacho.
I mean, it's crazy at the moment, right? I can't believe I'm even saying this, but who would I prefer on the left at the moment, Garnacho or Neto? I'd probably put Garnacho. I get more output from Garnacho on the left than I would Neto.
That's true.
I just find at the moment what Neto's been doing, and especially that game he did against Wrexham, he doesn't justify to be in the team.
He can't play like he did in that Wrexham game. That was, me and Ben. I think Benji was with me yesterday as well. I spoke about that game, and it was disgusting, man. Like that performance from Neto was, oh my god, so bad. Especially after getting a red card before that as well, which made it.
Yeah, and owe something back to the fans, and that's what you do. It's difficult. I mean, I can see why they probably would just play Neto, but if we're being honest, I
think it's going to go Neto personally.
Yeah, I probably will. I if it's Garnacho, I wouldn't be. I mean, it's.
I think Garnacho will come on like if we need him in the second half, like that super person that comes on and makes I can see that because he's in form at the moment. But ultimately, if you think about what Neto did last time against Hakimi, because there's a lot of defensive work in this, you've got to bear in mind Hakimi is going to be up and down.
That is true.
Yeah.
So Garnacho is not one that wants to be following Hakimi, and Neto will.
Yes.
Neto will just stay on him the whole game. Do you know what I mean? Just right about that.
Yeah.
And the easiest decision on the pitch right now, the lap. We need
you.
I've heard obviously that brief coming out saying that they're not disappointed with him. It's just he's been unlucky. My word, yeah, he needs to be in there. I think he's, if not the most informed striker in the world at the moment.
I think it's Jorgensen on his season. Yeah, the lap, and it's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah, there you go. Is that team good enough to deal with PSG tonight? I'm expecting Doué. I'm expecting Kvaratskhelia. I'm expecting Dembele. I'm expecting apparently Barcola as well. That's going to be an attacking PSG if they do that.
Yeah.
I don't think Barcola is playing. I think it's going to be Doué, Dembele. Dembele's going to play the false line as usual. I think it's going to be Kvara on the left, and then it's going to be Du on the right. I think it's going to be a midfield three of Vitinha, Zaire Emery, and Neves. And then it's going to be, the backline is just going to be the normal backline. It could be Marquinhos instead of that Ukrainian brother. Whatever his name is Jamonji. I'm just gonna call him Jamonji. That's it. Jamonji.
Arnie, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, something crazy. But Pacho is playing Hakimi, and Nuno Mendes. So I just think it's good for us that Fabian Ruiz is not playing because his box crashing ability would cause a lot of problems. We saw that the last game he played against us. He did cause some trouble. So I think it's going to be a João Neves, and they're just going to try to control the midfield. It's going to be up for the attackers and the fullbacks to really create something. I don't really think the midfield is going to cause us a lot of problems. Not this game.
I mean, you got to remember as well, we humbled them in that game in the Club World Cup. That wasn't just that was a proper beating. That wasn't a close game at all. And I think that could play effect in this game. I think that could you imagine they could come out quite cautious, PSG as well. Yes, they might go for it with their attack, but
that's their kit, by the way. That is elite.
Well, they have Jordan. They always have beautiful kids.
That's why, because it's Jordan.
Yeah, it's got Jordan.
They always have beautiful.
That's what they're wearing tonight, by the way. Just to give you a heads up.
So what kit we must be wearing away then? No.
Yeah, the white. I think it's going to be the white.
It's going to be the white. Do you think? Yeah, it's going to be the white.
If they're wearing that one, then I would assume it would be the white.
Please don't let that be the case, please. Oh my God, that Kinski guy got embarrassed yesterday, and he got taken off in 15 minutes as well. Oh my God,
that was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was so bad.
You know what, Jim? All that shit I said yesterday about Spurs and the haram ball. That was not a fucking haram game. That game was fucking entertaining. What the fuck? I enjoyed Spurs getting so much dick up their ass. Excuse my language.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Ange. I'm sorry. But it was so enjoyable to just watch them, play like that. Oh, it was beautiful. Very beautiful. I thank Simeone.
What a great analogy from Benji. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how longer that Igor Tudor's going to stay at Tottenham, to be honest. It's just suicidal what he's doing. I mean, I'm all for it. Keep him there as long as we bloody can. But
yeah, man. We've got 5 minutes until the team news. So incoming, guys, on the team news. So we will keep you updated on that as well. It's looking like a nice day over there as well. Blue skies and a little bit of clouds I've just seen as well. It's confirmed the away kit we're wearing. Okay, Benji's going to get the channel taken down. Benji does, man. He's got no filter. No filter, Benji. You know what I mean?
We like it. We like your raw. Pause. God damn. God damn. Jesus.
I'll ask you about this with Ruiz. What's it like with the other dude in there, Emery? Is it still the same? Are they as good still with that or not?
Nah. They lose a lot of goal threat. They lose a lot of goal threat. The chances he just creates from the midfield is elite, to be honest. He's one of the best in his position to do that. So you have to give him his flowers. Neves is just another type of midfielder. I think he's better technically, but he's not as good going forward and being such a goal threat. So it's gonna pump them a little bit. I don't really see Droll, the kid from Barca, playing. I really don't, because he's been stinking out the place. Not really stinking, but he's not really been living up to what he should I say. Being from La Masia, going to PSG, it's the French league, it's not really the greatest league. So he should be doing better, but, I don't really think he's going to play. So it has to be João Neves on that left-hand side. And then I think Emery's going to play on the right.
Who do we worry about tonight? Is there a worry? I mean, there's loads of great players in that team. I mean, they're not exactly playing. I looked at their top goal scorer yesterday with Benji, and it was Vitinha with 5 goals. In that game. So, I mean, Dembele's only got 1 goal so far. But they're not firing all cylinders, and they've been in and out with fitness as well. So that's another thing to keep an eye out tonight, is that they're not actually supposedly 100%. So. We'll see. Obviously, I think. Listen, they're going to have the bit between their teeth because of what we did to them in the Club World Cup. And I think if you listen to what Luis Enrique said before we was even linked to play each other, he said if we get Chelsea, or I think it was Barcelona, the two. He said if we get Chelsea, he goes, we basically got to do something different. I don't know what he meant by that, but he basically said we've got to set up in a different. I don't know. Like the way he explained it was just to say like. He won't be doing what he did last time. He's going to try and do something different. But then I'm thinking to myself, what is it different that PSG do? Because every time I watch them, they just play exactly the same. Like, what do they do differently? Like, what can he do?
It's nothing different, Jim. It's nothing different. It's very fun that I'm here because I actually do watch a lot of French football. As people know, I love the French league. I think they have one of the best talents in the French league that always produce something new in France, and thankfully the league is getting a little bit more respect than before, but nothing special. I don't really think nothing special is going to happen to PSG, to be honest. It may be one player that might be, maybe Due goes to the right,
Do worry a little bit about Due, though. I think he's one.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Due is the only player I worry about. And of course, the magic of Kvara and Dembele and the off the bench that they have, which is only one person, to be honest. Yes. But I think we have enough. And I really mean it. I think we do have enough in the starting 11 to at least win the game. If not, I do even think we have enough on the bench to make an impact. And I'm not, I'm talking about the Garnachos, not really the Netos, even though Neto off the bench would be better than him starting, in my opinion, with the amount of space that PSG give with that amazing high Stephen A type of line. I really do, we can benefit out of this game. But like you said, James, it all depends on us. We're not looking at PSG and being afraid. We're more afraid of us fucking up than us going there and being mentally stable and win, because we have been showing patterns of immature immatureness of getting red cards, early yellow cards in the game. That's gonna affect us how we play, especially if someone like a Caicedo, Reece James, Malagusto, if they get a yellow card early in the game, you best believe that game is gonna be totally different. Leon Rosini has to change the game plan then.
Who's the ref? We know, because that's another big thing. I can't be dealing with yellow cards every 2 seconds. It's going to piss me off.
They need to allow the game to flow. I can't, when referees take centre stage and then early yellow cards, I think, like you said, Benji, it just completely changed the game. Reece James captains. Okay, well, that's good.
He's just winding you up. He's just winding you up. It's just like Reece James is our captain, isn't it? Like Reece James.
Yeah.
Imagine he's our captain, but he's starting on the bench.
Yeah, will he be?
Oh,
Jorgensen. I think we're going to have the team news in 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Over 50 people in the building. Big up to you.
You definitely think Jorgensen over Sanchez?
I'm going with Jorgensen.
I'm going with Sanchez. I'm going with
the lad.
I wouldn't mind if it's Jorgensen because I just don't trust Sanchez. But
the ref is the Spanish one, the Hernandez guy, the good one. Yeah, he's a good ref. I like him.
Because he's decent. He let the game run and stuff.
Like he's one of the best, refs in Spain, if not the best ref in Spain. I'm pretty sure he's from Spain. But no, he's a regular ref. I like him. I'd rather have him all day long apart from them, German refs and the other ones that just give yellow cards in the first 5 minutes. At least he lets the play go on for a little bit.
Fuck's sake. The last time he refed for PSG or Chelsea, we both lost 2-1. He refed the game against Atalanta, and he refed the game against AC Milan in 2023 for PSG.
Toby, you get some wild stats, by the way. I don't know how you find these stats. It's amazing. You get it every time.
Toby's that guy, man.
He is. It's amazing. It's really cool.
I am refreshing, guys. There's nothing yet. It should be any time now.
There we go. We got it.
It's Jorgensen.
Oh,
wow. Fucking hell, what a statement that is.
Let me get it up.
That's a very big statement.
See you, Sanchez. Bye-bye.
So it's Jorgensen, Gusto, Fofana, Chalobah, Cucurella, James Caicedo, Palmer. It's exactly what
we predicted. Yeah.
Yeah, what we predicted and Fabrice said.
That's a really fucking weird picture for the lineup.
Fuck.
What is that picture? Half his head.
Jorgensen, Gusto, Fofana, Chalobah, Cucurella, James Caicedo. I'm happy with that. I think we've gone with our strongest. That says it all. Fucking hell. Jorgensen
is that your strongest with Jorgensen as well?
Well, I think it shows that Sanchez, the fact you're getting dropped for PSG as well.
It just shows that Sanchez is leaving very soon. I don't really think Rossini cares about the shot stopping. This is too much Pep. I don't like it. Like, why the fuck you care so much about the goalkeeper being a CB and the interview he did, with the Mike Penders? Yeah, we can just have one extra in the build-up. I couldn't give 2 fucks. Can you cross-claim and can you save shots? That's what I care about. He's a goddamn goalkeeper. He ain't no CB.
I think maybe Benji, because of that Arsenal game, he was so criminal in that game. It was criminal. He set the tone for that game.
Yeah.
He made our backline all nervous as well. And I think he had enough with that, to be fair. It's a huge statement. And look, if Sanchez is to go at the end of the season, maybe that's what it is, and they're kind of forward planning for the future. They may have said to Liam, look, out of the two, who would you prefer to say? And they say, look, if it's Penders and Jorgensen, I'd prefer that. Then maybe that's what it is. But
you know what scares me? What scares me is Penders is fucking Danish. Matt, you may think this is a joke. I'm being dead serious. I'm being very, 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 very serious. This guy is Danish. I think people quickly forget who Danish people are. They are destruction persons. They just like to fuck up and, do everything wrong.
Wow.
And then we have Netanyahu on the fucking left.
I think Waldo said he's Belgian, Benji.
Who the fuck? Who said no? Not Mike Penders. Mike Penders is Belgian. I'm talking about Jorgensen.
Oh, I thought you said Penders.
No, Jorgensen. No, them fucking Danish people. I don't like Danish people. I really don't like them.
Well, that is your views, Benji. It's not the views of Kings of the Bridge
No,
channel.
but they just dickheads. I really think I just agree. I just think we all can agree to Danish people are not, the nicest people. Uh, GT. I'm sorry if I said Penders. I really meant Jorgensen. But yeah, fuck them Danish people.
So who's on the bench? So we got Saar, Badiashile. Sorry, Achimpong, Sanchez. So you got Sanchez, Merrick, Achimpong, Tosin, Saar, Badiashile, Hato, Andre Santos, Lavia, Garnacho, Gu, and Talat. I mean,
that's a strong
again,
bench.
it's not very attacking. Like it's an okay bench, but considering how much money's been spent, the attacking is quite weak. In my opinion,
I disagree with that. For once, I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
okay.
I do believe Delap off the bench. For me, listen, you have players in this squad that needs to do a statement. Delap has to make a statement. Garnacho, you don't really need to do a statement anymore because you've done enough, but it's still Champions League. For United, I think it was the leading goal scorer for United a couple of years ago in the Champions League. It's another statement for him. To make sure, that he plays good. The rest of these guys, apart from the defenders, I'm talking about, the Andre Santos, the Lavias, they're going to get some minutes. You have to make sure you bust ass today. No one is getting through because one thing I don't want to happen today is that we're just too soft. When, we don't want to get into duels. We're not winning the first ball, second ball, or even third balls. Leverkusen goal? You're lying.
Oh, no way. Leverkusen just scored.
Leverkusen scored. Andrich.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Jem, I told you Leverkusen is a good team. You never believe me.
But let's be serious. They're going to go over to the Emirates and just capitulate. Anyway.
Maybe true.
I mean, Consta's playing quite well, you said, didn't you? So maybe they're all right. I don't know. Let's see. Just watching it quickly. One second. Oh, it's a corner as well.
Yeah. Set piece.
Grimaldo with a. Oh, that's a free header. What that is too. That is Chelsea defending that.
Imagine that, and you're an Arsenal fan watching that 5 o'clock as well. Have fun with the rest of your evening.
Oh, Lee Gunner's ripping his hair out, I reckon, right now.
I'm just watching it now.
Yeah, it's good.
Free header.
Right, going back to this PSG team. So whoever that is in goal, I've seen him. He's shit. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Dembele, Doué, Vitinha, Mendes, Barcola. He's playing. I told you he's going attacking. That is an attacking. So you've got the three in midfield, and then you've got Doué, Dembele, Barcola. Oh no, you haven't got them.
No Kvara.
No, Kvara's there. Yeah, Kvara's not there.
Yeah, I mean, it's only
one.
starting. I'll try and see if they've got a full. See, hopefully he's on the bench. But
is there like a layout? Is there another layout?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any more. Let me go on FOTMOB. I don't know if it'll be out yet.
Yeah, it's out on even SofaScore on both of them. I see Kvara's on the bench. It's Doué. Yeah, exactly how I predicted. Doué's going to be on the right. Barcola on the left. This is basically counterattack. It's heavy pressing. That's for sure. It's heavy pressing, counterattack. It's going to be a lot of 1v1s pressing.
And Gusto deal with Barcola. I know they're friends from what he said from the meeting and all that. From the interview, Gusto. Mm-hmm. Can Gusto deal with Barcola? And we've seen Cucurella deal with Doué in the Club World Cup. To be fair, so
I think they may interchange. To be honest, I would not be surprised in mid game if Barcola went to the right and Doué went to left, because I do believe that Doué. The thing about Doué, he's more tricky, and Gusto don't really like tricky wingers. If it's just pace, I think Gusto is a much better defender. But when it comes to like tricky wingers and you have the Jinky Majinkis and stuff, that's really when his team seems to struggle. So I would not be surprised if Doué went to the left and Barcola went to the right, because Doué. No, I mean Barcola really could outpace Cucurella any day of the week, no doubts about it. So it really depends, and then you have Dembele playing the false nine in between the lines, running behind.
this is a good thing about having Reece James in midfield is that he helps Gusto as well. So that kind of like allows you to deal with that side. You're right. Maybe Caicedo being on this side helps Cucurella a bit more with Doué.
That's exactly what I said yesterday, Jem.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said yesterday.
Yeah. So, it's, Dembele between Fofana and Chalobah, they should. I say they should be able to. I'm more worried about how many shots PSG have in this game because of Jorgensen in goal. I mean, he's not the greatest shot stopper, I can tell you that. We know that ourselves. It's not like Sanchez in goal, is he? In terms of shot.
You said that about that Savinov though, whatever his name is. You
Yeah,
said he's not very good. So hopefully
we got
on the break.
We've got Enzo, Palmer, João Pedro, Neto. They've got to be on it further forward, man. They've got to be on their game today.
I'm excited
I said,
now.
I think this game is all about Gusto, in my opinion. I think it's going to be all about Gusto and Reece James. I like the rest. I'm not really too worried. I think Enzo's going to do one hell of a performance. Caicedo's going to be up for it. Palmer, we all know. Neto. JP is definitely looking forward to PSG. But I'm just looking at this right hand side when it comes to Reece James and then and Gusto. I think if they can have a very good game and cause some issues, because Palmer's gonna drop deep sometimes to collect the ball and just drive with it, and then we need someone that's gonna be high and wide pretty much. And that for me has to be Gusto. So his decision making has to be crisp. It cannot be like the last game. Who was it against? Was it against Burnley where he absolutely stank up the place? The game before.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, looking at the benches, they're both strong. Like we've got pretty much everyone back. Lavia. I mean, obviously Colwell's not around, but Lavia, Santos there. You've got Guy, Garnacho. You've got Hato. You can bring in later. You can bring in. Forget the rest. Sanchez is on the bench. You know what I mean? But ultimately, you look at theirs, and probably their strongest that they could put out on as well. So it's. Yeah.
I'm more confident now. The more we're getting into it, I think I could see us doing like a 3-1 win or something. I just can't see us not conceding, and that's fine. But I think we might concede early first, and then we'll do what we did against Napoli, and then we'll just get them on the transition. You'll see Cole Palmer and João Pedro. João Pedro holding the ball up well. I'm more confident now.
Just quick zipping football. Use Enzo as your talisman to play balls over the top like he does, and this that, and get the balls into Palmer. Ultimately, I think Palmer will move into the right, like where he does in that 10 right. Yeah. And I think Enzo will be playing more off the left with Neto, like linking him up down there. But Gusto's going to have to get whoever's tracking him to be all the way back there. Barcola, Doué, whoever it is, he's got to get him going the other way, because if we're going to see the Gusto version of the Club World Cup, that tells me he's going to be right up the other end of the pitch tonight. Do you know what I mean? Giving us the width. Which Mendes is going to have. Mendes is not going to like. Let's be serious. It's not going to be an easy game for Mendes. So we've got to we've got to play like we did against in the Club World Cup, right? To win this game.
Yeah.
That is
I think it's pretty funny because both of us are missing one very much of a key player, even if you like to say he's a key player or not. We're missing Esteban, and we all know what Esteban can do off the bench, and he would have cooked Mendes in his sleep. They're missing Fabian Ruiz. That would absolutely cause some issues for us as well. So, what do you guys believe with no Esteban? Like, do you think Esteban would have made a difference if he was on the bench as an option at least, or maybe even started off the left?
I can see Esteban playing at home if he's fit. You know that against PSG. I can see that. I can see Esteban.
He'd be ready then.
Yeah, going the other way. Yeah, I think he is. He's been training again, isn't he? He's just not ready yet. But yeah, if we can get him ready. I'm looking at this Bayer Leverkusen game, and they're battering us.
Yeah, I was just looking at it myself.
That's what I said.
Yeah, they're actually peppering them. They can't get nowhere near. But this is Arsenal for you. Oh, that's a great cross. Grimaldo's crossing is ridiculous.
Could you imagine Arsenal get knocked out with the route to get to the final they do? Because let's be honest, Newcastle
it's
beat
so Arsenal, wouldn't it? Though it'd be so Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Jem, I don't know, but have you seen this number 10? The Mazza or whatever his name is.
Yeah, the Algerian guy. Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, absolutely a baller.
Crazy, man. Hakimi Marquinhos, man. Yeah. But yeah, what we said about the score predictions now, we've seen it.
I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea. I can see a bit of a Napoli game happening here, either like 3-1 or 3-2 or something. I do believe that PSG will come out fast and score first, and then it will kind of shock us to the system. We'll get a little bit nervous for a bit, and then I think we'll do what we have been doing in a lot of these games, where we then actually play well and then just start progressing and getting more and more into the game, and then I believe we'll catch them on the transition, because I think they'll try and go for the kill and try and get the second, and I think that's when we'll catch them.
When I've watched PSG though, especially at home, they don't ever seem to like, I don't know, I don't know if you agree. Obviously, I know Benji watches more of it, but they don't tend to like play out of, they've not played out a second, you know, like they were last season in the Champions League. They were just electric, right? They were just so good, the energy up and down. I don't know if they've just lost the hunger because they've won it already, and that does happen sometimes. But when I've watched them against Monaco in the Champions League at home, and obviously I know they lost to Monaco in the league as well, they just didn't look like assured. They just looked like they were playing in like this really meaty tempo. Like they just weren't at it. Do you know what I mean? It's really weird how they were playing it.
It's a really good point you make. I mean, they might just have lost the hunger, because I mean, look, I'm not just saying this. Imagine if you're winning the league every year, and like that was the only thing which you couldn't win, and then the fact you've won it, that must naturally and psychologically make you put your foot off the pedal a little bit, like that hunger to get it.
Yeah, well, you think if you're defending it, you would want to be more obliged. I'm just watching Saka completely trying to dribble and lose. I've never seen Saka. I mean, I have seen him, but Saka is playing so bad this game. He's just losing the ball every time he tries to dribble. So what's happened to him? He seems fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to admit, I've not really much.
Again, he's lost it 3 times.
So.
Fucking hell. Yeah, it's mad.
I don't go in second gear as well. That's what I hope. I hope we're just not in second gear.
I've just seen the Real Madrid lineup for the Man City game. They've got Rudiger, Holson, Mendy, Valverde, Tchouameni, Brahim Diaz, Pichard, Gulel, and Vinicius Jr.
It's a shame that that was not on yesterday. That would have been good.
Anyway, I can see Man City peppering them. Not gonna lie.
Well, they've not been as good this season, Madrid.
They've got a strong team out. Kosanov, Diaz, Gahey, O'Reilly, Rodri, Silva, Bernardo Silva, Savinho, Semenyo, Doku, Haaland. Jesus Christ.
No, I wish we went for Gahey, man. I really wish we went for Gahey.
Yeah, I mean, coming in. Score predictions then. Let's get it in.
3-1. Chelsea.
What are you saying, Benji?
I said 3-1 yesterday.
I'm sticking to it as well.
I'm gonna go with a 2-2. I'm gonna go with a 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
I'm going for Chelsea.
Yeah. I think we're getting a draw today, and then we win it at the bridge. That's what I believe.
What do they think in the chat? Andrew's going 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, I actually said yesterday 2-1 either way. That's what I did say. I didn't say 3-1.
Yeah.
So maybe
2-1.
I see a lot of 2-1s in the chat.
Oh, what's he done? This guy is giving a stupid free kick right outside the box. What's he doing? Martinelli, he's such a road runner, isn't he? That's my head in.
I always just remember him against fucking Kante.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we tie up there. We've got the match reaction tomorrow. We'll be back definitely for that one. So make sure you're here for that.
You're doing a space jump?
I think Pies is doing it. So he's asked me.
He's doing it right now.
Oh, is he?
He's asked me to join. Yeah, so I'm going to go and jump.
Everyone go onto the space on Pies' space. That'll
go into Pies' space. Say hello. I'm going to go over there myself now. See what's going on. And we will be back, man. We'll be back tomorrow with the match reaction and up the fucking Chelsea. So let's be happy, guys. Let's hope we fucking do this.
Palmer. It's going to be Palmer, Joao, and Enzo tonight. Enzo header, Joao great strike, Palmer pen. I'm locking in.
Yeah, go to Pies' one. We're going in now. All right, anyway. See you in a bit, guys. Up the Chelsea. Let's go.
Take care.